So it seems Samsung has decided to make its base Galaxy S24 models as enticing as the Ultra, as yes, new reports point to far better specifications for the Galaxy S24 series than before. We have new reports that a foldable iPad is still in the works with an approach that's rather interesting, and it seems like Apple's M3 pipeline also has a good amount of products coming, but the dates are rather weird. I'm Jaime Rivera, and I've spent the last, 3 days feeling like if it's Thursday, but I guess that happens every October. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with Apple and the announcement of their latest gadget. The Apple Pencil has been praised by many for being great, but having version 1 and 2 was always a bit confusing. Well, the new Apple Pencil bears a striking resemblance to the second generation model, featuring a matte finish and a notable sliding cap on the top that reveals a USB-C port that you can actually charge the right way. This USB-C functionality serves as the primary means for both charging and pairing, distinguishing it from its pricier predecessors. Additionally, the new Apple Pencil introduces clever power-saving mechanisms. When magnetically attached to the side of the iPad, it actually enters into a sleep state, conserving valuable battery life until needed. While it retains key features like low latency and tilt sensitivity, though, it is noticeably omitting a couple of things like pressure sensitivity, wireless pairing and charging, the double tap gesture for changing tools, and the options for free engraving, all of which are available in the premium second gen, but with the advantage that it does make it significantly more affordable. Also, the hover feature of the M2 iPad Pros is still supported by this new pencil. It's worth noting that the new device is compatible with pretty much all iPad models equipped with a USB-C port, so at least that's an easier way to tell it apart and to make sure that it's compatible with whatever you have. It'll be available early November for $79, which is great. And since we're already talking iPads, let's continue with some interesting reports about what's coming. Remember that foldable iPad that has been rumored for a while now? Well, the new details have emerged. According to Digitimes, Cupertino is working with suppliers on the development of a foldable iPad, with a small-scale production slated for the end of 2024. Digitimes suggests that the timeline hints to late 2024 or early 2025 release dates if progress remains consistent. The report also mentions that the company has dedicated 4 years to refining its foldable product designs and has prioritized the foldable iPad over a foldable iPhone. The choice stems from the iPad's smaller share of the company's sales, making it more manageable and less disruptive to address potential issues. However, Apple has not yet finalized the foldable iPad's design, with the project now under the purview of the procurement department to reduce costs. Their primary objective is to create a cost-effective design, leading to significant alterations in the device. Digitimes also reported that the device's panel and hinges pose significant challenges, particularly the concern over display creasing. Apple is looking to Samsung and LG for displays that mitigate creasing through mechanical design solutions. Now, while the hinge supply seems sufficient, Apple aims to simplify and reduce the number of parts for a more cost-effective design that's easy to mass produce. And mass production is anticipated to begin in 2025. Digitimes speculates that the foldable iPad may boost iPad shipments, potentially rejuvenating the global tablet market, which has been shrinking forever, even with the foldable smartphones that become tablets. Moving on, let's stick to Apple, but switch to the Vision Pro. The company announced the headset a few months ago, and despite not being out to the public yet, we already have reports claiming the existence of a more affordable version. Actually, since right after the launch, we've been talking about this. In the latest newsletter from Mark Gurman, more details have emerged about Apple's upcoming affordable version of the Vision Pro AR/VR headset. To reduce cost, the eyesight functionality dependent on the external OLED display and internal cameras and sensors is apparently being eliminated, aiming for a price range of $1,500 to $2,500. Notably, this more budget-friendly Vision Pro model is expected in 2025, with a hardware upgrade for the current version slated for 2027. Gurman's newsletter also highlighted forthcoming Apple products powered by the Apple M3 chip, including MacBook Pros, MacBook Airs, and iPads. While development is complete for these devices, the announcement dates remain uncertain, ruling out any unveiling this month. Anticipated changes include the new iPad Pro with an OLED display, revamped design, Magic Keyboard enhancements, and the faster chip. Meanwhile, the MacBook Pros featuring an M3 Pro and M3 Max chip are scheduled for spring 2024, with chip mass production progressing rapidly. Unfortunately, the Airs are set to get an upgrade later, likely in the summer, but we'll see how that evolves. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk about Samsung, since we have some great news about the Galaxy S24 series. According to a new report, the company is unifying the display technology across the Galaxy S24, which includes the S24 and S24 Plus, not just the Ultra, moving away from past practices where the Ultra model had the exclusive privilege of the latest display technology. The report mentions that all three models will feature cutting-edge LTPO M13 displays with a remarkable peak brightness of 2500 nits. This move is particularly interesting because it paves the way for introducing variable refresh rates across non-Ultra models, a feature that enhances user experiences, especially for activities like gaming, seamless navigation, and content consumption. Now, while 2500 nits of peak brightness is expected to come to life with HDR content, it undeniably sets a new benchmark. Samsung's strategic decision to infuse its base models, the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus, with top-tier display quality does give more of an edge, as currently most companies make you pay $1,000 or more, unless you're OnePlus, of course. If anything, I know it would drive more interest for these base models when compared to everyone else. But anyways, in today's question, let us know, would you go for a base Galaxy S24 if you had better specifications or they were matched with the Ultra and the only differences were the S Pen and cameras? Because, listen, in my case, I've always wanted a smaller Ultra, so I would love the S24 to have that, but I would also love for them to bring S Pen functionality even if it were external. For me, that's invaluable, but that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me state the obvious about Techtober. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.